Okay, so hello to you, my name is Vlad and this will be a quick review of Toshiba. Now I got this thing from my grandfather. This is a Walkman, believe it or not, and it is special in one way. It has an external radio, true story, and I will show you what I mean by external radio. But okay, first let's take a look at it. It is in beautiful leather casing, and I believe this is for your belt, so you can actually carry it anywhere. Okay, so let's open it and see what is inside. Now after I remove the casing, this is quite a nice casing. It looks like a high quality stuff. So now I don't know how old this Walkman is. I will be googling. One googling later, this is actually Walkman from 1982, so it is like 35 years old. It is a very old Walkman. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have in front. This is a stereo cassette player, KT-S3, and it is metal. Yeah. Well, actually it supports metal tape, and as you can see here you have two sets of headphones, stereo. So this actually means that you can actually connect two headphones. You have phones 1 and phones 2. You have a little switch in here which is a selector for either tape or radio, and for the tape, which is normal or chrome. Metal. Okay, so what do we have in here? This is a play button, and this TS is actually mute button. Now I'm not quite sure what is it for, since it's not recording or anything. It does not support recording. We have review and fast forward button, obviously. So it's basically standard, and we have here a little slider which is volume slider. Okay, so on the rear basically there is nothing much except that it uses 4 1.5 volt batteries, so that sums it up to 6 volts, and we have here a little strap which we can use to remove the batteries. Okay, so now let's take a look at that external radio. When you open the tape compartment, you can either listen to radio, which looks like a tape, and you can actually select the station, or you can insert a tape. Now unfortunately this tape is empty, and it is a brand new one, and it was bloody expensive. When I was a kid, these were like half a buck or something like that. I always took them for granted, but these days they're actually quite expensive. Now since this tape and what I have in front of me, well, actually, to be honest, behind me is this huge thing, which is a tape deck, and I will be recording a song, and just to show you that this thing actually, I will be recording a song from a CD Toto. Hold the line, why not? To show you just how great this Walkman actually sounds. Now bear in mind, this is a 35 years old Walkman, and as you can see, this head is, it looks like a brand new one, so obviously it was not listened to that much. And here we have a sticker which says, keep each contact clean. Now I will be placing this in here, and I will be showing you just how good this thing sounds, and I will be taking batteries from my Game Boy. Trusty Game Boy. Now to be honest, I don't know how much this Walkman actually is able to reproduce music, because I actually didn't listen to it all that much. I only listened to it when I was a kid, and I don't quite remember how long can you reproduce music, but I believe it's not that long, since, well, it uses 6 batteries, so power consumption is obviously not that good. Let's take a look. So battery is lit up and it is working. I did change the belts inside because they all went, well, to hell. Now I will be actually listening to radio, and I will be turning this into radio position. Now I need to connect my headphones because I don't have any speaker, but just to show you how loud you know what, I will be connecting this thing to my monitors, so why not? Now let's see how good this thing sounds.
Blaževića možda čak i šansa da nekako oduzmu loptu.
Jasno, igra glavnu ulogu Emilijana Zapate. Te godine mu izlazi i album godine kad
negdje
Now obviously it's a radio. So the next thing I will be doing is recording the tape, but before that let me just give you a comparison how huge this thing actually is compared to a normal Walkman. So again, what I have in front of me is this Toshiba, and this is actually a normal Walkman. These are this one is, I believe, from 1990 maybe, not quite sure. And let's compare these two, and you can see actually they are both quite thick. And let's compare these two to a modern Walkman. Well, modern, these days Walkmans are not used, but take a look at this. Now this one is actually as big as the tape is, but as you can see the thickness is quite staggering. So yeah, this is Panasonic Walkman. I did change the belts in this one as well. This is actually the last Walkman I ever bought, and it is working perfectly. It even has a remote control, if you can call it that way. So yeah, this one is, well, almost thick as the entire casing. While these two, well, you can see the difference. Now what I will be doing next is actually recording something with my deck, and I will be showing you just how good this actually sounds. Now bear in mind, as I said, this is 35 years old Walkman. But before I record that, let me show you just what do we have inside the Walkman. So I will be opening it. Sorry. Okay, now let's look at the inside. This is a very long screw. So there is one more in here. So where is this thing made? Oh, made in Japan. That's why it's working. Look how beautiful this thing actually looks like from the inside. And this is the new belt. The old one actually fell apart, and fell apart big time. Everything was stuck together. It was like it was glued. But yeah, now I won't be opening this thing any further because I don't want to destroy it. And I believe you can actually remove this thing, because this thing actually moves this slider, which is in here. Okay, let me see if I can just maybe. Yeah, this thing is screwed, why not? Let's take this screw as well, just to see how beautiful this board looks like. So, there you have it. 35 years old board, and this I believe goes directly to the head. And yeah, it's just beautiful. I mean, seriously. Okay, so I will be putting this thing back together, and afterwards we'll give it a go. Let's put all of this back together. Now, to be honest, I'm not quite sure how good this tape recorder is. I already have a tape in here, but oh well. Did this thing just close automatically? Why? Okay, so I'm not quite sure how good this tape recorder is, but I'll try and record something and we'll see what happens. So, let's adjust the input. Okay. I think this should suffice. Oh, maybe a bit too strong. Yeah, my tape recorder started making some kind of noise like it was destroying the tape, so... oh well, we'll see. but it does look like it's at perfect zero, so that's nice. The moment of truth. So for some reason the only left speaker is heard. Yeah, overall this is a neat piece of history. Anyway, that's it. That's it for me. If you have any questions, any comments, you know, down below. Click like if you like, dislike if you dislike, subscribe, whatnot. That's pretty much it. Have a good day.